Hello YouTube, it is Chris here, and in today's episode we're going to be discussing my everyday carry for June 2018. Everybody, and thank you for sticking with me. Like I said, today we're going to be discussing my everyday carry for 2018. If you're joining us for the first time, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our new episodes or our daily giveaways. And make sure you smash that notification button so you don't miss anything. Also, we have a new round of our Amazon gift card giveaways. To enter, you must be a subscriber, leave a comment, and share this video using the YouTube tools in the watch page below. We also pick winners in the very next episode, so if you enter on this particular giveaway, you'll find out who the winner is on the very next episode. For those of you who follow our channel regularly, you know that we've been covering the topic of everyday carry pretty heavily for the past 3 or 4 years now. And we've covered everything from minimalist everyday carry to like oversized, bulky, extra large everyday carry, micro EDC, all the way to EDC survival kits. And for my regular viewers, you will see that we have a bunch of new freaking knives. I think every single knife here is brand spanking new, and not a single one you have seen on this channel before. So to get some of the regular mainstays out of the way really quickly, is we have my Gundeck wallet from Off Mere Leather. I like this envelope style wallet because it lets me carry everything that I need to in a very slim profile, but it keeps it completely concealed out of view and nothing ever has to worry about falling out. Next up, we got my Casio G-Shock. This is the same watch you have seen over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. I love this watch to death. I've got my WAZOO Survival Gear clamshell compass, so definitely have a link for that in the video description because you guys always ask where I can get this, even though I tell you in every video. And then we have a micro handcuff key that is concealed right here in my watch band for unlawful detainment. Next are my keys. We've got the leather Thor key organizer. I like this because it's a super cheap option to actually organize my keys. I know there's the Key Smart key bar. There's so many options out there. Now, I do have this. I got this from Exotac. This is a way for me to detach if I'm going to not need all this stuff. Be wearing form-fitting clothing. I'm going to be trying to dress up a little bit, and I want to debulk my situation. I have this titanium pill capsule. This helps me hold some fire tinder inside here, so I always have some form of fire starting. And we have a peanut lighter by True Utility. I've got my Vargo titanium whistle, and then I have some micro tools from Grim Workshop. I have a spork, I have a frog gig, I have a little arrowhead in here. Just a couple little pocket tools, just some extra things for me. So like I said, if I find myself in a funky situation, I've got a couple of things on me no matter what. This is the Bushcraft necklace from WAZOO Survival Gear. They actually make a new one in black. I really want to get my hands on that one. It seems pretty cool. And then we have the version 2 of the Viking Whetstone pendant. Yes, I like this because this is a whetstone. So if I'm out in the field, even if it's just for EDC use, like if I found myself wearing this one a lot because of the fact that it has a lot of different angles in the really small package to get a lot of different tasks done. So if I need to sharpen a fish hook, I need to sharpen an arrowhead while I'm out doing some shooting, or I'm actually just need to keep my knife maintained in the field because I really need it for whatever reason. I've got this on me and I've used this a couple times and it works really well. And without getting too far off topic on the subject of archery, we have a lot of hunting and archery videos related to survival, the outdoors, and just having a little bit of fun at the same time with compound bows, takedown recurves, long bows, things like that. And we want to know your guys' opinion, so let us know down in the comment section. Would you be open to seeing a lot more archery content here on the channel? And if we get enough comments and interest, we'll definitely consider really rocking that hard as an ongoing video series, just covering the world of archery as a whole. We've got 2 bracelets. This is the Zombie Survival Gear bracelet from WAZOO Survival Gear. It's got 14 different survival items inside, from a whistle, a signal mirror. We have a fire striker inside here. We have some fat pack tinder packs in here. We've got a fishing kit in here. We have the wire saw on the outside, and we've got just a little bit of everything. So like I said, if you catch yourself in a funky situation, knowing you have this is really awesome. The Kodiak by Outdoor Element. They're the same guys who make the fire bean. I know you guys have seen that floating around the internets. But I like this bracelet a little bit more in some cases for a couple of reasons. I like the much bigger fire steel they offer on here. This is really freaking cool. It does strike sparks really well. And in here, we've got a little fishing hook in here. However, the actual paracord itself is lined with waxed jute for fire starting, and then we actually have fishing line built inside. And to kind of show you what that looks like taken out, this is what the whole system looks like rigged out. Next up is my lighter. You can never, ever go wrong with a mini Bic lighter. So we've got this little bad boy. This is the original Pulsar. This is an American-made flashlight, and this little dude is so freaking bright. It glows in the dark. It's got 7 modes on it, and yeah, this particular little tiny flashlight is like 10 bucks. However, this is the original. There's a lot of Chinese knockoffs flown around, and we got this from Go Prepared Survival. This is the same flashlight we are looking to try to put in our DFS Micro Survival Kit 3.0. Then as we move forward, we have this AAA battery flashlight from Lumentop. Literally, I don't know the name of it. You literally have to type in AAA battery Lumentop flashlight, and it usually pops up. But I've had this for a really, really long time. It's got like a high, medium, and low setting, so you can always access various modes of your flashlight with a AAA battery. And then as we move forward, and finally, my bad boy of all time is the S1 Baton by Olight. This thing is mega freaking bright. For having a AA battery flashlight configuration, this thing is just top notch. Last but not least are my knives, and whew, oh my gosh, I have literally every single knife is brand new, which is really odd considering the fact that it's usually a slow rotation. We've had a complete 360 when it comes to the knives we carry, and we're going to jump through these quickly because I haven't fully reviewed them. I've carried a few of them for about 3 weeks to a month now, but I really want to do a full test and review on all these, so you're going to see a lot of awesomeness coming out of the pipeline soon. So this first one is the Kalashnikov, I think it is. Kalashnikov, whoops, by BOKER. This is a nice little auto. This thing is legit. This thing has a lot of pocket lid on it because I carry the black on black one a lot. But what I like about this, it's a super tough, super reliable auto flipper that uses Auxate steel coated. I think this is a Blade Ops exclusive. But what I like about these is these are frequently on sale for about $29.95. 30 bucks, dude. It's so freaking legit that you get an auto that's reliable with a deep carry pocket clip, a really nice pocket clip actually, for 30 bucks. Then as we move down the line, this is from a company called Guardian Tactical. My regular viewers have seen this plenty of times because we keep showing this off in pictures and things on social media. But Guardian Tactical is a new company that kind of remind me of Microtech off the rip. However, they're definitely not Microtech. This is their Recon. This thing is banging. I'm not an OTF fan, but I like this knife. It has a lot better ergonomics, the travel on this, and a lot of people are always worried about OTFs coming out of your pocket, and this is something I want to actually show you real quick. See all that travel before it actually comes out? Like, it can go even farther, a little farther, and that's what deploys it. So it's all of that travel back and forth to come in and out of your pocket before you have a deployment or a retraction. So being it in your pocket and worrying about actually going off, there's got to be a substantial like trauma to your body and your pocket for this to just go off automatically for no reason. And if you run into a situation, there is a safety mechanism right here in place, so you guys can see that. So it's not gonna like stab into your leg. This is not like a ballistic knife or anything. It's on ceramic bearing rollers, and you'll be just fine. Now to reactivate this, it's not broken. You literally just lock it back into place, and it's back and good to go. It's just a safety mechanism so you don't just stab yourself. Next, we have the AFO version 2 by Benchmade. I know this is a slightly older model, but this thing is a freaking tank, dude. We got this from our buddies over at Good Sports. They are a local San Antonio sporting goods company off of I-10. I'm not sponsored by them. It's just they're a local shop that's family owned, and I really like to work with them for my backpacking and hiking stuff when I pick up my hiking trail shoes when we went up to the mountains, things like that. This is a full auto Tanto version in CPM 154, and this thing has some freaking kick, but I like the fact that it's tanky. It's got a little safety on it. We're probably going to hard use test this bad boy, even though I paid for this myself, and this is an expensive knife. So I'm putting my own paycheck and my money where my mouth is kind of concept when it comes to this particular knife. This is the Bush Ranger by Cold Steel. This is a banging knife. I've been waiting for this for a long freaking time. It has the sculpted G10. You're going to have a really comfortable handle scales. It feels really good in the hand. Have a nice sharp 90-degree spine, so if you're going to be using that for outdoor field use, super sharp S35E in blade. It's got the thumb deploying thing, so if you need to deploy it rapidly in your pocket, you shouldn't have an issue. Obviously, the triad lock. And it gives you a tip-up carry, typically left or right-hand carry, depending on what you want. And then we've got the Vector by Benchmade. This bad boy is rocking S30V, and this reminds me of the 590 Boost, just more in a configuration that I would rather have. which is still sporting the access lock. It's got a safety on it, but it gives me the G10 handle scales. The 590 Boost, the reason we got rid of it is because it was that plastic polymer with the rubber insert. And honestly, while it was in my hand, super comfortable, guys. Super comfortable to hold the 590 Boost. Deep carry pocket clip on this. But my big issue with it is it got stuck in the pocket. It would kind of like friction, and I have all the lint on the handle. It was just kind of annoying. It was a personal preference thing. But this is the Vector. I'm really excited to test this bad boy out because the 590 Boost and the 560 Freak did excellent in my testing. So I have high expectations for both of those. Then something you guys haven't seen in a while is a ZT. This is a new offering. This is a limited edition version of their 393. You guys saw this on a bunch of different channels. It was basically rocking blue and CPM 20 CV. And everybody's like, why would a limited edition version downgrade in steel to S35VN? And I think honestly, as an industry, in the knife industry, we've gotten spoiled with knife steels. I remember back in the day, not too long ago, when S30V was the tits. Everyone and their mom was itching to get a hold of it, except for and you couldn't get the really higher end steels unless you were going with like a Sprint Run of Spyderco, or you're messing with really, really high level, super expensive mid-techs and customs. This particular knife, this is the CRKT Calago. This was a blade. This is the Blade Show knife for 2018. You guys saw a live stream on this, and my buddy Devin hooked me up with this because he was at Blade Show and I could not get there. He's a trooper because he was at PrepperCon. I got to meet him and talk with him a little bit, and then he was also at Blade Show. So he went from Utah, and like a week later, he went all the way down to Georgia. I was like, dude, you're insane. But he hooked us up with this knife. This is a nice knife. This was a limited edition run. This is perfectly centered, deep carry pocket clip, running really nice ceramic ball bearings on like a $50 knife. But I think it's because they did a very short limited edition run. It was designed to be a commemorative thing with it being Blade Show. Now, this particular knife right here is the Beast. This is the Frenzy by Cold Steel. And this has been out for a little while, but now that I have it in my hand, I can't tell you, and I feel like a weirdo because I should have picked this up a long time ago. I was rocking the CTS XHP steel. It has a slight kind of hawk bill design into it. Still gonna stab, still gonna cut really well. And I dare say out of all of the knives I have in my collection, except for probably the ZT and the Bushranger, this is by far my absolute sharpest blade. This thing cuts effortlessly, and because it's got the triad lock and it's cold steel, you're going to see this bad boy getting used and abused as well. So this first one right here is the Kaiser Kesmic. I've never heard of it before. It's definitely more of a budget-friendly knife, but it's still pretty nice. It's rocking VG10, which is a very good steel, very famously known for on Spydercos. It feels good in my hand. I like it. It's got an integral liner lock. It's kind of like a hybrid between a liner lock and a frame lock. I like when liner locks are kind of dug into the handle. It's a little more neat and clean, a little more professional looking. And this is a part of the Monthly Knives Club Onyx Club. And kind of how that works is you pay them like $100 a month, and their solemn promise so far is to send you a knife or knives worth $150 to $250 every single month, which is freaking fantastic in my opinion. And every single month we've messed around with the Onyx Club, we haven't had a single issue with a degradation in quality or things not being up to par. And then we have this new knife company. I've never heard of them. They're called Tuya Knife. I'm assuming they're Asian. And this is actually rocking OS 10, which is pretty cool. I've only had one run-in with OS 10 before. This looks like it might be called the ODM. I've never heard of it. This is kind of tanky. It's pretty comfortable so far. A little fat though, but it does come really centered, really smooth action, nice flipper, and it's super sharp out of the box. And I looked and did some math, and I want to say you can find these online. It's like $180 to get both of them online. So you get like $80 to $90 knives as the whole, so you're definitely getting more than your money's worth. And you get two knives, which is freaking cool. Now, typically, what's in my car when I go out, I have this on my body, but to have backup tools, or maybe I don't have time to go EDC myself out properly, I've got my EDC Organizer Survival Kit. Got EDC tools, urban gear, wilderness survival gear. It's got a bunch of stuff in here. This has been a completely overhaul since the last time you see it, but if you want to get a good baseline of where this came from, the video is going to be right here in the top hand corner. You can definitely check that out. The winner of yesterday's Amazon gift card giveaway is Brian King. Congratulations, Brian King. You were the winner. Set up the back of our channel so we can get your contact details. But that just about is for now, and if you enjoyed our everyday recovery update for June 2019, give this video a big thumbs up and share this out with your friends and family in your social media networks so we can keep growing, thriving, and making awesome videos for you guys. But that just about is for now. Hope you guys have an absolute wonderful day. I'm out.